Some more flowers my daughter's growing. My potatoes in the buckets. And potatoes in the bags. I've been doing some research. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to get it full. Keep healing up around it a little bit. But I don't think I'm going to go any higher than halfway. This one right here is probably about as high as I'm going to let it go. I've been doing some research, and people who are growing them in containers and they heal up, they're just not getting the yields. So the people who have shallower containers and less green, like I'll probably snip this back if it tries to grow any higher. I may heal that one up some more. I don't know yet. But I've got 2 in this bag, so I'll definitely heal that up some more. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to stop about there, and then I'm just going to let all the energy go into the potatoes and see if I get a better bucket yield that way. Just from the videos on YouTube, I've seen people who keep healing up and have a lot of soil trying to grow the green get less potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this green stay there, form what it can. That'll give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants there. Plus I've bought some more varieties. Got some burgundy ochre growing here. We've got a pot of cilantro. A pot of common chives. My daughter loves those. And these are garlic chives. We just planted those this week. My tomatoes. See, I gotta fill this up. These right here work great. Just put little holes in the top, and if you want a slower drip, use 1 hole. But it's been really hot, and I'd rather fill these up twice a day than let my tomatoes wilt. So I've got 3 holes, and you just put it in there, and as this bottle heats up, it pushes the water out. So that's really good. I gotta come out here and fill them up. This thing here is full of tomatoes. I think I counted close to 30 or 40 on here the other day, and I've gotten more since then. You can't even see them all in there. But I'm ready for some fresh tomatoes. This one, it's got some looking good. So it's got a little bottle going to it too. Keeping it moist. It's just enough water to keep the roots happy so they don't wilt. This bucket, let's see, actually this is part of this one. As you can see, it's growing really good. And I've only got these growing in this little small container. Just keep them fed and watered. We'll see what we get. These are growing. You know, there's a pretty good size one. I didn't see it in a day or 2 ago. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants in this big old mop bucket right here. And they look pretty healthy to me. We'll see how big the tomatoes get. And they're growing. So, it looks alright to me. We'll see. This one here, man, it's putting out tomatoes now too. They're getting good size on them. I love the way a tomato plant smells. I love the way they smell. This has got my bigger ones on it. Right in there, I don't know if you can see them. They're getting there. Got some more babies up here. So we're going to be in tomato heaven soon. Man, I love tomatoes. Got some more babies here. Trellis is working nicely. Gives them just enough lean-to. Oh, I'm going to have to get my daughter. She left her case out here. These are my beans. My husband was helping me. He dragged the water hose over them. So, hope I ain't lost them. I don't know what this here is. This is just the weirdest look. Are they supposed to look like that before the leaf gets bigger? I had the same trouble with my pole beans. I don't rightly know. Other than that, I mean, they come up pretty good. So, I don't know. It's like a bush bean variety. I forgot which one. It's just a bush bean. Got these cute little butterflies on clearance at Target. Got a blue one in the Agastaki. Alright, here we go. These are those squash that looked decrepit. I bought them at a local store on clearance. Already grown. Look, I got a little mold growing there, don't it? I have to figure out what that is. Anybody got any suggestions? What I can do to that? But they do look better. I got all the old leaves off. You know, they're self-watering. They got plenty of water. You can see it down there. Got a drainage hole somewhere here in case it overflows. But I don't know what that is. So if anybody can tell me what that white stuff is. These are a zucchini squash. And these are starting to look a little better. They got the white stuff too. I don't know. Got some worm castings and they didn't quite work through all the paper, but it's alright. I had to do something with them. I got some water down in there, you can see. Got a drainage on the back side. They do look better than when I put them there. The watermelon, looking pretty good. And these varieties of squash, I'm going to have to think. If I get my little, I think these are the table queen. And I've got some more planted here. And I think I put some here. They're on the self-watering too. You can see the reservoir down there has got water. I have not had to water these since I got them in these buckets over a week now. I love this self-watering stuff. These are either gray or straight yellow necks. No. See, what else was it I grew? I can't remember. I've got the seed packets in the house, but those are looking good. These are from the seed pods I had on the porch. I think I planted one more here because my seeds, they just didn't do that good. I don't know if it was so hot and I should have kept them inside or something. I don't know. This is another squash plant bucket. As you can see, the squash are just starting to come through because only one of this one survived. This is the one that I had 6 of. I'll have to look at the one and see which one it was. I think it's a yellow or a gray zucchini, and this might be the butternut. It might be the other way around. I'm not sure. But see, these have just poked their way through. But I've got some radishes in here because I figure by the time these need all the space, my radishes will be done. So this is a new thing. This is my garden bed. As you can see, we ran out of soil. Used all those bags. So Eric's supposed to go to Lowe's today and get soil. And I don't know if you can see, this is what we deal with in this dirt. That's glass. And this is just partially what I find. And it is everywhere out here. So we keep, like right here's a piece. I mean, you can just be walking and find glass from the previous owners. There's some more right here, a couple pieces. So we really have to be careful around here. Anyways, this is my little garden bed, and I'm going to fill the rest up today. Put some potatoes and a little bit more corn over there. What I got here, though, I got, I don't know if you can see the little row indentions. This is a spaghetti squash. I got 3 sections of that. These are called super snappy peas. I got 2 tiny little rows of those. Right in this section, I got a sweet corn. I think it's peaches and cream hybrid. It's one of them. I'll put the correct name on it. Right in this little corner, right here, I got some burgundy okra. And right here I've got, these right here were already the ones I sprouted on the porch. These are Ford Hook long, giant Swiss chard. I got that. And then I ran out of them, so from starting right in there, up another row, I've got Neon Lights Swiss chard. And what I'm going to do is, I got all this wood from out of the storm cellar, where they had ripped up some shelving that in the storm cellar. Some of it's not great wood. As you can see, it's kind of termite eaten, but it should last me a year or 2 while we're still on this property. So I didn't have to put any money into it. So that's great. I'm going to fill this up, and I'm going to put a little bit more corn, I think, maybe on that front end, and then some potatoes too. We'll see how that works. I can't remember the size, but something like maybe a 6x4 bed. I don't know. I didn't measure. My trellises are working pretty good. I've had 2 cucumbers off these already. They were like shaped like a fist, kind of. They were weird, but as you see, I got plenty more coming in. And these things just love these little nylon trellises. And what I do is I just come out here, and like that one, it's already wrapping a little bit. I'll bring it up. And these right here that are tied, see how much it's grown since I tied it down? So what I'll do is I'll just come out here later this afternoon, and I'll tie it up a little higher. See, I tie it at the highest point, then I got all this extra growth just in a few days. So I got some fertilizer and put out here. I have to show you my fertilizer. Put some cantaloupe and cucumbers, you know. See here, I got some more coming in. And cannot wait to eat them. I love them. Sprinkle a little salt on them, and that makes a good lunch. Now if I get my cucumbers and tomatoes in, see here's another one. They look like little fists or something, like little tiny round weird looking things, but they taste good. That's what's important. Right here we planted some banana peppers, and I had 1 extra bell, so I put it in there. So here's my thing. As you can tell, I'm gonna do this all down this row. This soil here is still wet. This you can see where the wet line ends, and all I've done is put this bottle in a hole. You see down there? And it's just sucking it out. And so put that back down in there. It sits, you know, pretty good. And it'll keep that. It'll stop flowing in a second, and it'll just wet down there by the root. I mean, we're having some hot days here, so I'll water, but this would be kind of like a supplemental water. There's a little weed, but got some fertilizer. I'm hoping I get some pumpkins soon. I'm not sure. Hope we get some pumpkin blooms. Right here's a mama pumpkin, like a female flower, but it ain't nowhere near ready. So I don't know. I've never grown pumpkins. I don't even think my dad grew pumpkins when I was little. But Stymie was talking about pumpkin plants, and I know they're not really, this is not a vining plant, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this one to grow up instead of spreading out. I'll just use it. I'm going to clip it, and I'm going to keep clipping it higher instead of letting it spread out. So that's what I was referring to. That one vined, so I don't know. Maybe you can train them to vine. I don't know. This one and this one are the same variety. One vined, one didn't. Come out of the same package. So we'll see.